Welcome to The Rite of Passage with Vanessa Riley, the podcast where storytelling meets passion and every page turns into a new adventure. I'm your host, Vanessa Riley, and together we'll dive deep into untold histories, reflect on current events through a historical lens, share behind-the-scenes writing insights, and explore the ups and downs of the author's journey. From rich historical novels to unforgettable characters to pop culture's intrusion on the written word, hey, we're going to explore it all. So grab your pen, your notebook, and let's begin our journey through the written word. Let's start your rite of passage. A sinner's prayer. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Last week was a weird one. The algorithms, the bots seemed to be coming for me. Canva, of all places, led the charge. Made me feel like I wasn't just wrong in opinion, but wrong in essence. As if the characters I write, rooted in history, full of breath and heart, were somehow unworthy. Handcuff me now, because it felt like I was being told it was a crime to write them at all. And in this current climate, that's kind of doubt sticks. There's so much anti-DEI noise, so much effort to protect people from truth. Heaven forbid someone learns something. Heaven forbid someone dares to be better, more moral than their ancestors. I thought I'd shaken it off. Thought I'd moved on. I got back to work on my manuscript and typed out another 6,000 words. Then came another note from Canva, gently suggesting I find another word, something less triggering than enslaved, to describe Jacquotte of the upcoming Fire, Sword, and Sea. She had, in fact, been enslaved. So I turned to friends and asked them for other ways to phrase enslavement. Here's what they came up with. Bondservant, stolen laborer, forced job training, people in the condition of slavery, held in captivity, kidnapped. And y'all, I laughed to keep from crying because all I could think of was, Lord have mercy. I might have sinned right there. If not in word, then in thought. I wanted to cuss out the machine. I was disappointed in technology. That's a hard place to be for a data girl. Yet I was more disappointed in me for even entertaining the idea of appeasing the bot, the faceless, soulless thing that some biased, flawed, or agenda-driven human had created and enabled it to think it knows what's best. Surrendering is not how we honor truth or the stories we're called to tell. Let me take a moment to invite you to something special. Rite of Passage is my little corner of the internet where I share thoughts on writing, storytelling, the ups and downs of life, and how we keep going, even when the odds feel great. If that sounds like your speed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Welcome to the Rite of Passage. Now back to the podcast. Fear is a seductive thing. It whispers. Don't speak too loudly. Don't shine too brightly. don't center stories on Black truth, Black joy, or Black progress. And lately, I'll admit, it's been taking me a little longer to bounce back. It's getting harder to hold on to the vision of a brighter morning just ahead when everything feels handcuffed and ready to be jailed or deported. In the past 48 hours, the visuals that I allowed my eyes to see have been stunning, heartbreaking, and even holy. On Easter Sunday, my church goes all out for a dramatization of the crucifixion. Lights, drama, music, the whole thing. But this year, there stood a Black Jesus, bloodied, whipped, brutalized. It hit different, terrifyingly different. Then came Black Simon, stepping in to carry the cross, basically taking on his shoulders the oppressor's burden given to Jesus. I'm watching it, and something cracked, fractured into 100 of pieces on the inside. It's been a long time since I cried in church. The first time was when I said the sinner's prayer. And I admitted that I was scared and I needed salvation. Side note, did you know the sinner's prayer doesn't actually appear anywhere in the Bible? There's no biblical record of anyone praying those exact words. It emerged around the Protestant Reformation and took shape in the 20th century, barely 125 years ago. For context, the Civil War officially ended 160 years ago. Both those things are not that long ago. On Easter Monday, I saw Sinners, the Ryan Coogler film with Michael B. Jordan, Wunmi Mosaku, Haley Steinfeld, Lila Jun Lee, Miles Caton, and Delroy Lindo. On a gorgeous widescreen, I watched this emotionally rich tale saturated with period details and truth. Spoiler alert, two brothers are seen watching the sunrise, just in awe of the majesty and their freedom. Then I focused on people dancing, singing, loving. Then comes destruction. The movie has all types of monsters. The obvious hate-filled men of the clan who are hungry for blood and money. Then the monsters disguised as your own kind. The evil is often invited in. He feasts of fear and death. The violence didn't make me jump. The gore wasn't any worse than the makeup used at the church crucifixion. Eventually, dread arrives. It settles in your chest. It steals all joy before the next morning can come. I found myself waiting for that other foot to fall, for when that bad was coming. So what does this all mean? Anticipating doom or consequences can be as draining as when the threats or violence comes. We can't surrender in advance. It means we must guard our eyes, not to shield them from the truth, but to make sure they still see beauty even in chaos. They must still see family, see hope. We must guard our ears because false praise can lull us into stillness. It can lie to us that we are safe and leave us vulnerable to brokenness. Yet we must hear music, sweet music, true music, ancestral rhythms. All can cut through the noise and remind us of who we are striving to be. We must remember this little light of mine. I'm going to let it shine. A light can be seen. A light reveals what's nearest, what needs our care. A light casts shadows, warning us of what's creeping in the distance. A light tells the truth of our circumstances, and it gives us the chance to see the true face of things lurking in the dark. So keep your light burning. That is your protection. Keep your voice strong. That is how you inspire hope. Then revel in each new day, letting your truth-telling, joy-making, world-building self be known. To help you encourage your soul, try Call Us What We Carry by Amanda Gorman. This poetry that engages with history, hope, and the responsibility of bearing witness. Sula by Toni Morrison is a meditation on Black womanhood, loyalty, and community through beautiful, painful prose. And of course, go see Sinners in the movie theater. Watch creativity and inclusivity on the widest screen you can. Thank me later. The winners will be those who kept their light shining, who believed in truth, and dared to cry out, it's me, O Lord, standing in the need of prayer. Darkness is real. We tend to invite it into our life, our work, our sanctuaries. But remember, dawn is also real. Dawn, I hear, comes with new mercies. I pray we find them. To be the first to know about Fire, Sword, and Sea, go to bit.ly/VRFiresword. Show notes include a list of books mentioned in this broadcast. This week, I'm highlighting The Bookseller through their website and bookshop.org. You can find my notes on Substack or on my website, vanessariley.com, under the podcast link in the About tab. Help fight the bots by hitting like and continuing to share this podcast. You are essential to its growth. Thank you for listening. Hopefully you'll come again. This is Vanessa Riley.